What's going on, YouTube? Back at it with another video. Look, this is dogs that will send your dogs backwards. Basically, some of the roughest, toughest, scruffish, luffish, a type dog you won't fuck with. A lion to run from these niggas, man. Shit ain't no game, son. These is murder weapons, nigga. These is murder dogs, nigga. Murder puppies, nigga. For real, son. Before we get in this video, man, I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe. Turn in post notifications on. I'm going to say a quick prayer, then we're going to start this video. Grannies. Dear Lord, I want to come to you today just to pray for everybody that's watching this video. I ask that you bring more positive people in their life, more positive energy, and just good vibes around them. In your name I pray. Amen. Ashe. Already. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's do it.
These are the dogs that would take the leash off and walk you. Because a lot of y'all have gotten way too confident. I've said it before, but one way to see how a guy's mind works is to ask him, what's the biggest animal you could beat in a fight? And if you want to see how highly he thinks of himself, ask him, what's the biggest dog he could take down? Or if there's even one alive that he couldn't. TikTok has taught me a majority of y'all are KOing anything canine. Allegedly. Now, in their defense, there's over 350 breeds of dogs and the average man is bodying most of them. Dogs are built for friendship, some quite literally, and they're descended from a pack hunter who really isn't about the one-on-ones. Plus, dogs have one real way of delivering damage, and unless they have the size to make up for it, most dogs can't go band for band with the average man. The thing about size. Some canines are big enough to take you off the registry. Once dogs hit that 140 to 150 pound range, they go from a loud inconvenience to something whose free will could potentially put you in a dirt motel.
Man, that big ass shit, that looked like a lion for one. What the hell is that? But nigga,
bigger range, they go from a loud inconvenience to something whose free will.
That motherfucker dragged me down the street, eat my whole family, and then carry your kids to another household to be raised. Damn.
Could potentially put you in a dirt motel.
Oh,
bigger than that, and you got the kind of dog where every breath you take is by his blessing. Real quick, this isn't to demonize any breed or inspire you to test your luck against your dog. And also, don't take this too seriously. I know
dogs
fantasy
like
fight club.
I hate dogs like that. Then they got the chance to fight at me. You finna attack me? Put the cage back. Like, shut your scare ass up.
Loves hills to die on. But first,
that's how niggas be on Facebook. They be on Facebook. Bitch, they don't give a fuck about that. I'm gangsta. I'm gangsta. See them niggas at Walmart and they be scared.
We got the Kangle Shepherd is a Turkish Fido flex bred as a livestock guardian dog against jackals, wolves, and bears. Males on average get from 110 to 150 pounds, but ask around. Someone will tell you about their 180 pound attitude adjustment. An important distinction is that these aren't herding dogs, they're guarding dogs. The canine insurance policy pretty much are part of the herd, and any predators that flock around very quickly find out. Kangles will defend theirs in any situation, and while the cellmate Cerberus prefers intimidation, they'll catch a clean body if it
how strong the nigga neck is, bro. That look like a regular dog. That motherfucker got definition. Nigga, deaf a motherfucking nation. Nigga, how the neck go up, then back down. Nigga, that's a up, back, down neck. Nigga, that's a up, back, down neck. That nigga gonna tear you the fuck up.
Gets there. The catch is, since Kangles are built to defend the defenseless, they're unironically really good with children. But with a temper more trigger happy than the state of Texas, nothing steps to a member of a Kangle's herd without getting read in an obituary. Apparently, some Kangles have snapped at their owners for getting too close to their own sheep. With Kangles having the strongest bite of any dog at an alleged 743 pounds per square inch, a snap from a helicoptering horsehound hits much different. They're so protective, they even protect some of the predators they were hired against. In Namibia, ranchers and cheetahs share an area code, and in a world where a dead cow can set your entire family back, many cheetahs become chalk outline.
Like, come here, nigga. No, nigga, you not nigga. African dude came out there, hey! Now I swear to God, I'm hungry.
Code. And in a world where a dead cow can set your entire family back, many cheetahs become chalk outlines in the name of asset protection. But having Kangles and Anatolians on site, which as far as I understand are Americanized Kangles, the cheetahs get run off by canine conflict resolution before the ranchers have to reach for a permanent solution. The Kangle option actually reduced cheetah trappings and killings by 80%, and in some places they're providing the same deterrent service to wolves. So all in all, they're still a good dog, just not for everyone. And not just because they need space, experience, and most importantly, a purpose. They need discipline, because gentle parents...
Nigga, that is huge. You gentle parent that nigga, he's gonna eat you one day. How the fuck do you discipline this nigga? Just punch him in his shit? You gotta shoot him. No. Woo! Alright. I don't want this big motherfucker.
Parenting means Turkish tank rips your arm out of the socket the first time he sees a squirrel. This fluffy boulder would send you back to the mountains they spawned from. Forged in the mountains of Caucasus, the Caucasian Shepherd is also called the Russian bear dog, even though they're not Russian, and you're liable for a lecture if you call them that in front of the wrong person. They also weren't bred to hunt bears. They're also livestock life insurance. It's just that calorie blocking a bear might just come with a job description. The blow-dry Tasmanian devil comes in two forms, the longer coated mountain type and the shorter coated steppe version. The mountain brand are the big boys, and usually the ones that can get to over 200 pounds. And I promise you, you are not choking.
Oh, fuck. Imagine your cousin or some shit, like, hey, come check out my new dog. And you see the nigga, nigga, what the fuck is that? Nigga, is that a lion? Hell no, I don't want to go back there. You talking about, nigga, I'd never come over here again. He be in your house? With that dog that hair on the couch, what? Oh, fuck no. Nigga.
Taking out a Wolverine on creatine with war experience. The dog, also called the Ovcharka, was used in World War II as Soviet Union guards that would gatekeep Soviet gulags. So they might not send you there, but they'll keep you in its custody. So even though they didn't originate in Russia, before the Soviet Union developed an atomic bomb, they mobilized a furry nuke in the form of Fido. Also, a good amount would patrol the Berlin Wall, and after the wall came down and the dogs were adopted out, many of the veterans would suddenly remember their orders whenever near the past tense wall, and would robotically walk in obedience to a wall that wasn't there. So yeah, folks messed around and created an absolute unit of a sleeper agent, and it isn't until you have about 200 pounds of dog resisting your will that you realize what the mountains of Caucasus were cooking. There's a reason this domesticated bear is used in Russian prisons. Imagine packs of Ovcharkas roaming the city of Berlin at the expense of anyone unlucky enough to run into them.
Nigga do that, but like, yeah, I'm not coming in, nigga. I'll be sitting in the car like, hey, nigga, I'm here. Come in, fool. Man, hell no, you had a big ass bear on your porch, nigga. It's a big ass bear. Now that's my dog, Sweetie. Sweetie? Fuck no, you can come to the car, man.
Well, you don't need imagination. For one of the dogs next, it's a reality. This is honestly the first place my mind went after hearing about the man versus dog debate. You tell him to sit, he looks at you like this. What is your next move? Diakujo decides to climb on your couch where he knows he's not allowed. What is your vehicle of retribution? I pray it's not a rolled up newspaper. He's gonna make you a small section of the next one. Latin is like a linguistic black light that tells the full story of a word, and when you shine it on Cane Corso, Canis is dog, and Corso, or cohors, refers to guard, specifically a military guard dog. Corsos, or actually Corsai, are kind of the guard dog, and they're descended from ancient Roman war dogs known as Canis pugnax. For Corsai, the Italian Mastiff would attack enemy lines in battle with buckets of flaming, scalding hot oil strapped to their backs. Fun fact, in my culture, Kani is the name of a spice you put on dishes, and to me it's all good, but to someone who's never had it before or doesn't know how to handle it, it can be an overseasoned assault on the senses. Same story with the uber black of dogs. Handle them wrong and they're a one-way trip straight to Valhalla. And with many over 120 pounds, I do believe every conscious breath you take is with their consent. Again, they're guard dogs that protect their pack, and within it, they're docile family dogs that you can trust with the kids. But the same dog that can tear a wild boar in half like a phone book would absolutely turn you into coffin fodder in a fight.
I'm not having nothing in my house that I know one day can just take over me. If it's a dog in my house and it's big, just know, nigga, I will outpower this nigga immediately, and he knows that. If it's a dog that I can't ever, he's probably not gonna be in the house. Yeah, no.
This might be the most underrated dog out here.
That's that motherfucker. That's that motherfucker that chased every fucking black kid down in the fucking hood, nigga. We done all got chased by one of these bitches. And they be scary as shit. You be like, oh, fuck. Them hoes fast. That's that dog that'll jump over the fence, nigga. you always see and you know when you go down the block, like, man, fuck, man, I hope that dog ain't outside. Nigga, maybe that one nigga that sell dope, he got that motherfucker. It's all like, when you walk by, you like, oh, fuck. Then one day this nigga jumped the fence, and you like, oh, shit. Chopping on they dumb ass. But he never fully just chase you. He always, like, turn around. He catch you, he gonna eat your ass up, man.
Might be the most underrated dog out here. First time I saw one, I genuinely thought it was a customized cane. And while they look similar, at up to and often over 140 pounds, the Presa Canario somehow tankier than the canine Italian stallion. Don't get it twisted, the Spanish Mastiff of the Canary Islands is 404ing most men. They just might have been brought over by Spanish conquistadors, and they were admired for their intelligence, toughness, and like a fitted sheet they won't fold. But they were also bred specifically to exterminate wild or stray dogs. And that's something I'm gonna touch on later, because LGDs like Ovchakas, they're not meant to murk predators, just discourage them. They bred the Presa Canario to erase other dogs. That's basically a canine assassin. The hired gun was also a reoccurring.
These motherfuckers was made to kill. Basically what they saying. And nigga, they kill. Oh God. Like, boy. That motherfucker right there, nigga, on your ass, bro. You done, nigga. He taking something with him.
Character in dogfighting rings, even after it was criminalized. Because of this, the pride of the Canary Islands almost went extinct in the 60s. Luckily, a breed society, Club Español de Presa Canario, was formed, and they came up with a breed standard. The standard was approved in '89, and the Presa Canario was recognized as the official dog of the Canary Islands. The goal was to help the Presa make a comeback, and today they're still going strong. They have a lifespan that can last over a decade, despite all the nerfs that come with being a big dog. Which means we're talking about the dog that has fought its own kind, its own biology, and literal extinction. Not the type I want to start problems with. Now let the record show that the muscle of canary is the equivalent of a canine wet wipe around family, but any burglars getting blacklisted from the census. Once upon a time, a zoo in China caught heat for trying to pass off a dog as an African lion. Oh, it didn't last long and they were for sure wrong, but when you squint at it to
them niggas, it's an African lion, a lion. And people in China was like, oh, a lion. Nigga, America would have been like, that's a dog. That is not a lion. That don't even look nothing like a lion.
Tibetan Mastiff. You see their inspiration. This woolly mammoth is one of the oldest dog breeds alive, and they were used to protect Buddhist monasteries and Tibetan monks from apex threats like wolves, bears, and snow leopards. Traditionally, the hound of the Himalayas will sleep all day and patrol the villages at night, so if you take in a Tibetan Mastiff, you may find their habits nocturnal. They're built different. I'm talking genetically sequenced abnormally. Back in the day, Tibetan Mastiffs were bred with Tibetan wolves because the dogs have a special protein that helps red blood cells carry oxygen 50% more efficiently. This mutation does not appear in other dogs, but you do see it in the Tibetan subspecies of gray wolf.
Damn, I want to see the baby. I want to see the outcome of that. That mixed with a wolf, I want to see what that looks like.
Which is why the sentient hair salon pile can survive such a high altitude. It's not hard to see how a full-grown literal Clifford can send wolves running. And that's what I wanted to mention. These are guardian dogs, not attack dogs. They don't want you dead, necessarily, just gone. They're not out here looking for smoke, and if you have one, you'll find that the most dangerous thing about them is the constant slaughtering can be a slip hazard. But there's a catch. The Tibetan Mastiff wasn't just insurance, they were a status symbol, especially in China. One named Big Splash sold for $1.5 million, so they can ruin you physically and financially. The problem is, like all fads, the TM hype faded fast, and the outcome was more abandoned Mastiffs than anyone knew what to do with. Except the dogs. The Tibetan persuasion started forming feral packs where they've killed livestock, hunted native Borbull sheep, and even attacked ancient enemies like snow leopards, bears, and now even humans. Now we've got thousands of feral Uber dogs roaming the
dogs on a leopard ass, and that's a snow leopard. You would think like, ain't no way a dog killing that. But shit, when they get to a certain size, that's like regular ass dog at the house with a cat. These niggas is out there killing leopards.
Tibetan Plateau, making life air-conditioned hell for snow leopards and putting paws and jaws in any people that happen to cross their paths. It's basically what happened to pigeons in America, but I've never seen a pigeon lil bro a wolf. I don't know what's with all the videos of Tibetan Mastiffs and wolves in the same place, but I have not seen one where the dog doesn't completely bully the, albeit smaller, Asian wolves. And speaking of wolves, at least the wild ones are afraid of humans. We genetically engineered a weapon of mass destruction. And it's completely our fault.
That shit crazy how dogs be. They be eating it, they be like, and it's like, for some reason, if you had a dog and you see it do that, you know when it's gonna be like, because it's just like the timing of it. You just know, like. Like, yeah, got your little scary ass. Fuck, that nigga scary. Damn.
Mastiffs in general are a canine flex. They'll have you mad stiff. As in rigor mortis, the bull mastiff looks like a sweetheart that could genuinely bench press your family.
Oh,
the
God.
Neapolitan Mastiff was literally built on honey badger principles.
That nigga look like stomach.
Literally bench press your family. The Neapolitan Mastiff.
Yeah. He look like stomach when people be like 600-700 pounds and they get to like 180. That's what they be looking like. They whole stomach look like that. How can he see? How can he protect?
Mastiff was literally built on honey badger principles. Loose skin so that even when clamped, they can always turn around and face their problems. But it also makes them look like a victimized pizza pie, cheese sliding right off. But we can't forget the English Mastiff, one of the few dogs that could successfully maul a wolf. For reference, the beast from Sandlot was an English Mastiff, and the record for the heaviest dog is held by Ika Mazorba, an English Stiffy weighing 343 pounds. And of course, we can't forget my favorite Mastiff, and honestly dog, the Rottweiler. This Rizzo-Hund is an easy attitude adjustment for any man that thinks he can whoop any dog. But one dog you would absolutely get worked by is... The Borbull is a massive 200-pound vibe check of a pet. They were bred as a South African farm dog to protect the home against threats like leopards and even baboons. Ironically, it's the baboons I'm impressed by. You see, there's a lot of stories about this farmer dog, aura, as the kids say. There's one story of a Borbull life-depriving 4 leopards in a row before losing to a 5th. Another story goes like this. The king of Albania gifted Alexander the Great a massive Borbull, but when Alex tried to get the dog to hunt, the dog seemingly refused, so Mr. Macedon did the sensible thing and murked the...
Nigga, there's so many dogs on here. If I seen her, I'd be like, oh, that's a pet. Oh, that's a bulldog. I didn't know none of these names. I'd have been like Cane Corso, Pitbull, big ass bulldog, look like a police dog. Like, these motherfuckers got names and they'll tear your ass up for calling them the wrong name.
Dog for insolence. Until the king said the dog wasn't lazy.
That nigga look like, I do not care what is going on in here, but what's that, peanut butter? And he'll dick his finger in your peanut butter, nigga. He'll just walk by your table and be like, well, seems to me that you have picked some sweetie peanut butter there. Creamy. Like, he look like a creamy type nigga. Creamy.
Just bored, and that these dogs were meant to hunt big game.
Peanut butter.
Like elephant big. So apparently they sent a replacement, and this Borbull won Alexander over after breaking a lion's back and forcing an elephant off a cliff. Do I believe it? Absolutely not, but it helps my narrative if I pretend I do. What is true is the same Borbull that squares up with big cats and baboons also has the personality of a weighted blanket.
Damn, they that big? They definitely weigh more than her.
Unless you threaten their family, in which case they'll put you in an ashtray. They're basically a guard dog that got promoted and invited out to hunts, which is actually the
That nigga over there with his titties out. Hey, yo, put your nipples up, bitch. Hey, yo, Shan, yo, you sitting in the sun with your titties out, Shan. Yo, put your nipples up, man. Go get a ball or something, Shan. This shit's crazy, Shan.
Opposite of. The Rhodesian Ridgeback might seem like a token pick, but hear me out. They're the inverse of Borbulls. They were so good at hunting, they eventually got promoted to guards. With a max weight of like 120 pounds, the Ridgeback is the lightest dog in this video. They get the nod because they were used to hunt lions, along with the usual suspects like wild pigs and baboons. Now I should probably explain, when I say hunt lions, I don't mean these dogs were out here giving Simba the belt to butt. There isn't a dog alive that can beat a lion.
They could not give a lion a belt to butt. They definitely just, oh, found him. Now you kill him. We're going to sit here and bark. Yeah, they like hounds, but kind of better. They ain't finna walk up to that motherfucker.
No dog exists that can 1v1 a bear, and pretty much all would get folded by a full-grown all-American Northwestern wolf. By hunting, really the Rhodesian Ridgebacks would...
He running, he probably was barking for like, hey. He got up, huge.
That can beat a lion. No dog exists that can 1v1 a bear, and pretty much...
Look at that, bro.
All would...
Nigga. Nigga, these is wolves. That motherfucker took 2 steps and already over here, bro. If you just walking in the woods, that motherfucker see you, it's up.
Get folded by a full-grown
yeah, scary ass.
All-American Northwestern wolf. By hunting, really the Rhodesian Ridgebacks would bay the lions, not straight up attack them, but harass them, applying constant pressure until eventually the hunters showed up. The best way I can explain it is these wolves mobbing a black bear and basically escorting him away from their pups hidden in the grass. Rhodesians more so keep the lion in one place, which is arguably just as impressive. It takes a lot of intelligence to pin a predator 5 times your size, and yeah, Ridgebacks are creepily smart. Ask around, some will even say they're human. And that's a level of intelligence I'm not trying to deal with. One thing I do love is a dog that went against literal lions is also mad sensitive. They do not respond well to harshness, and you unironically have to watch how you talk to them because they will take it personally. They're basically gifted teenagers. They're not for the discipline, so you better keep it positive. You know, I almost forgot to mention the Dogo Argentino. A mistake that would have been. Basically, a teenager in the 1920s unlocked free will and decided to create the best possible hunter dog. He took traits like the scent tracking.
Dang, nigga, them puppies look cute, bruh. See, I could do that, dog. I don't know what it is, but I like them puppies.
A pointer, the height of a Great Dane, the Tibetan Mastiff's calm temperament, and the boxer's overall athleticism, and crossbred them with the now extinct Cordoba fighting dog. Eventually, he created an Argentinian Mastiff, and to prove its strength, he pitted his dog against a wild boar and a mountain lion, gladiator style. Only the dog made it out. And I wouldn't even believe that if it wasn't for the story of Morocho, the Dogo Argentino, allegedly killing a puma to save his 2 human girls. Allegedly, because I'm not entirely sure it's true. I still can't see one soloing a healthy mountain lion, but the narrative has—
That motherfucker is crazy. You see that shit, you walk in the woods, nigga, you're dead meat. This nigga's 185,000 and 0. Anything that walk in the woods, he kills it. Do some shit like that, nigga, I'm on. Like Denzel, I'm turning bitches sideways, one straight. No, my mama, I'm getting the fuck out of here. This shit blowing me. This shit scary than the motherfucker. I wouldn't even want my dog to go attack that.
They might not be the biggest, but it's an explosive cannonball of a canine athlete that could overwhelm a grown man on the right day. They're tough enough to endure hours of trekking through rough terrain and still have enough juice to wrestle an animal 3 times its size. But if I ever saw this in an alley, my soul would auto-connect to the Wi-Fi in the sky. Now that's real Bluetooth. By now, you probably recognize the pattern. If a dog was bred as a livestock guardian in the mountains, it's likely the last dog you ever want issues with. And that is everything the Central Asian Shepherd dog is. The CAS.
And then it's like, these dogs be killing wolves and shit and other animals, and the other animals don't got a chance, because that's what these right here, they little necklace shit, nigga, how they gonna get to that neck? They can't get to that neck, so nigga, they can't kill you. Oh. Wild animals like, man, they cheating. They got humans. Fuck, they cheating.
One issue.
Kick your ass,
and that is everything the
necklace,
Central Asian Shepherd
off,
dog is. The
CAS,
CAS, or Alibi, is another LGD spawning from Central Asia, and one of the few dogs that could honestly be confused with a polar bear. And while most of the dogs here are a matter of speculation and my personal bias, with the symbol of canine country strength often weighing over 200 pounds, a full-grown specimen motivated by—
I don't know about that one. That shit is humongous.
malicious intent would—
That's what I meant to get right there.
dismantle an able-bodied man. And as one of the oldest dogs, humans didn't really do that much to breed them. They were honestly bred more by the harsh environment than anything. Just an overall unit of everything a dog can be, and likely the biggest dog most people have never heard of. Again, this isn't to demonize any breed in particular.
He's like, yeah, that's my dog. I don't think you want to mess with my dog. He tends to hurt people.
I just figured the man versus dog thing gave me an excuse to talk about him, and I don't think I ever did make a dog video, so, you know, 2 birds.
Damn, them puppies cute.
And if you're a man who thinks they can solo everything on this list, you got it. Don't take it too serious, although I haven't made an animal versus animal video in a minute. Now there's an idea. Reminder that I have a book rating animals by how likely they are to murk you, and dogs are on there. Their rating might just surprise you, but that's gonna do it. Drink water, hug your mother, always research the breed before you end up with a bear in your backseat. Acknowledge my shirt, please, and I'ma see y'all in the next one.
Hey, yo, surprise, you motherfucker.
What the fuck are you doing?
The dog just sitting up there. What? You said I couldn't be a mountain lion, but you never said I couldn't be a roof dog. Ha ha! Oh yeah! That nigga just owned the roof, for real. Just like, there's my owner. You don't know he been doing this. This is your first time catching him. But yeah, that's the end of this video, y'all. Need y'all to like, comment, subscribe. Keep them post notifications on. And until next time, peace out, Shan, for real, Shan.